What's up, everyone? Guardian Yoda. I am Classic Queens MOD of Kingdom 101. That is moderator. I work with developers or other MOD players, just help players, guide players through the game, answer questions, and help fix issues in the game. Being an MOD is a great pleasure. I love this game. I love helping other players. I do receive a lot of mail every day. A lot of players looking to learn how to use different systems inside the game, different optimizations they'd like to do. Um, it's really, really tough getting mail like that every day, but I enjoy it. I like sharing my knowledge with everybody, and it's fun. Definitely, definitely fun. I enjoy the game to the fullest, and I'm making this for all the fans of the game, all the players looking to better themselves in the game. Um, I've gotten some requests through some players inside the game, also some players outside the game. Um, People are looking for different ideas and how to play pretty much in promotion tournament and arena without having to lose every time to the bigger castles and stuff. Because promotion tournament and arena is really, really different from playing in the actual world and going hitting castles and farms and stuff like that. So marches and defenses are going to be a lot different inside the arena in the promotion. So uh, I can see a lot of players probably use the same marches that they would use typically to go hit a castle, and you really can't do that too much inside the arena. You got to focus on pretty much keeping your troops alive and losing less power than the enemy player that you're going up against. This is my second account. Kingdom 101 is actually a fairly new kingdom. We have 110 right now, so it is fairly new. I only have a level 20 there. I'm using this account because I have some higher level troops. I have all the Skyland troops in this castle, so it'll be easier to be able to show you um, how to use your troops during the arena, especially if you have these higher level troops my other castle doesn't have. Um, I'm just going ahead collecting all my daily stuff right now. We're going to get into the arena in a second. Let me see here. Before I go into the arena, yes, some people say, oh, you really shouldn't do that. A lot of players don't do that. But I do like to use an attack and defense buff. Uh, it gives you a little bit more of an advantage inside the arena, especially if you're in an older kingdom. You got castles that are fairly big castles. I know in my kingdom, we have a bunch of level 30 castles, and they're tough to beat in the arena, especially. Some of them have level 5 Skyland troops, others have level 3 Skyland troops, and level 26 like me, I only have uh, level 2 Skyland troops, and I'm still working on the rest of them. So it is nice to just get a little bit of an edge when you're going in there. Um, so it's not a bad idea to use these. I would suggest saving your March boost for actually hitting castles and not the arena. Pardon me. Unless you have a bunch of them. So we're going to jump into arena right now. Um, I already have my marches set. I've been in the arena since yesterday. Started yesterday. I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how I'm using it. Um, I have a fairly big green dragon, so he's very nice to be able to use. Green dragon is very successful attacking castles and inside the arena. So you want to use the green dragon. I also have a level 31 Law. I got him up to that level so I can use him in the arena. He brings down the cavalry stats, and I really do enjoy that because a lot of players use the cavalry inside the arena because it is very tough to beat them. Level 40 SB Leo. He's one of my favorites. You can see his stats right here. He fits my playing style to the fullest. Um, Good amount of cavalry going in, letting let my level 2 noble guards take the hit for me, and letting the rest of my other troops go in there and get the kills for me. Also with the green dragon. You can see my march right here. I got just about 30% of my march is Noble guards. This is very, very important because you want your guards to be able to take the hit. So you want at least 30% of your march to be guards. um, okay. I am using a march boost right now. I had it set from the other day because there was a player in here I wanted to beat. And I'll go ahead and show you the rest of these. Plug my phone in, it's about to die. um, Dragon hunting archmages, I do not use them. They are a defensive troop, just like level 6 um, mages. Level 6 archmages, those are defensive troops as well. A lot of players don't know the variations of the troops and what they use for attack or defense. Archmage is a defensive troop, and I will show you in my defending troops how I use them. Um, your your level 1 Skyland troops are mostly going to fight the dragon. They're gonna sit there and try to take out the dragon. I don't use a lot of them, particularly because I do have level 8 troops, and I like to use. I'm a big guy that likes to use the normal troops instead of the prestigious troops. So I only use about 5k of each of those. It's nice to have them to fall back onto for the dragons, especially if you're facing a big one. Um, always match up my archers and my knights. They're very successful together. Um, easy to set. You can see I use 10k on each of those. Only 5k the halberd warriors. Those are attacking infantry, but since they're infantry, they do help defend the other troops. So you have to watch out for that. I don't use many of those. And then I like to go headstrong with the sorcerers. Sorcerers, they do a lot of damage, and they can take big hits as well. So it's nice to have a decent size to do about 30% of those as well, and then usually fill in the rest of my march with the cavalry and archers. Um, you want to use a lot of infantry inside the arena because you're going to be using those troops to take the hit and then allowing your other troops to get in there and get the kills.
Here, you got mine too. I don't want it. It's nasty.
Alright. Um, this is my defense setup. Sorry about that. Somebody walked in. Defense setup, I use Blue Dragon. Blue Dragon's obviously for defense. Um, here's a huge hint that a lot of people don't pay attention to. The crossbowmen, level 7 archers, T1 Skyland archers. They are very excellent at defense. They get an attack bonus when defending. Either defending a march or defending the castle, reinforce somebody they're defending to get that attack bonus. And there's a skill in the Blue Dragon where you can increase the defending archer's attack. If you get that very high to about 25-30%, even higher if you're a high level lord, you get that very high up, and then put yourself a good set of crossbowmen inside your defending march, then you're going to take out a lot of troops, a lot of troops, and this is going to help in the arena and promotion tournament. Whoever loses the most power in the battle, that's how to decide who the winner is. So you want to lose less power. You want to kill more troops of theirs so that they lose more power than you. My defense, I'm using one of the new gods. It's only level 14. I gotta do a little bit of work on him. I got his divinity up there pretty high. This one reduces the caster stats, which is very effective in the arena as well, because a lot of people like to go with heavy casters. Also using my level 40 Leo. He's one of my favorite heroes. You can see my march up here. I've still got 30% of my march is just about my level 2 guards. Still want them to be able to take a hit. They're high defense. I'm using my dragon hunting archmages now. These guys have very high defense. I think their defense is at like 113, and this is very excellent. So I use about 10k of these, and it pretty much replaces what I use in my attacking march of 10k of my regular sorcerers. As you can see, I'm still using about 5k of each Skyland troop, and then I jump down here, and my march is pretty much the same, except I take my halberd warriors out. I do not use them on defense because they are an attacking troop. I do use my archmages and I use my royal knights. Particularly, I don't like to use my level 7s down here. I will sometimes if I was going up against a lot more bigger castles. Right now, a lot of people are just at level 2 Skylands and stuff like that, so it's pretty good competition at the moment. So you can see how that's all set up. Oh, hold on, let me go back. I messed something up there. Dropped down to 99K. That's not good. Let me see here. Why did it drop down to 99? Oh, that's why. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, so in the arena, it's tough because you can't see people's equipment. I know this guy right here, D Unique. I know he's got I think level 30 or level 40 defending equipment, so I know it's gonna be tough to beat him. He's using pretty much the same level troops as mine. I can see his stats right there. A little tough. This guy right here, this is kind of funny to me. You can see that he's got level 9 troops. He's using a bunch of them, but he's only got 100 of the archmages and 100 of the catapult crossmen. He's visited some people, and I think it's kind of funny when people visit, get about 100 troops, and try to use them in the arena. Really doesn't do much for you. So we're gonna go ahead. This guy right here, he's using just about the same level troops as mine. He's got the level 2 Skylands as me. This is a huge advantage right now because he's not using a god or a dragon, so I always love to take advantage of these people. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit him. You can see that I already won the battle. Move my place up. Attack victory. Alright, I'll go ahead and show you guys that battle report. Oh, it looks like I got a defense victory. It looked like somebody attacked me, and I totally destroyed them. You can see we both have pretty high stats, except for my infantry defense is a lot higher. So pretty equal, except for some things. Her cavalry's got a lot more health points than mine. Shooters are pretty even, except for my defenses, and her health points are a lot higher. So she's probably got some good equipment on, increasing all her health points. It looks like. Yeah, he crashes down here with the 86%, but when you have good troops and you have good dragon and you know how to set your marches, you're gonna kill a lot. And this is an example of one of those. You can see what she sent at me. She sent 21,000 of those archmages. It's terrible. You don't want to send those in attack. They're defense troops. So all those died. Let's see what else. What else is she did not have any infantry in this march. I really like to preach about 30% of your march should be good amount of swordmen, good level type of swordmen, and they're gonna take the hit for you and let your other troops go in there and kill. And she didn't have none of this. This is exactly why she lost right here. And I barely even took a hit. 21K. I told you. Your infantry is going to take the hit, and you can see it here. I lost 21K and barely lost any of my other troops. 6K casters, but that's really not much. So my troops are getting in there. They're doing their intended purposes, and it's looking really good from that side. So that was an excellent defense. We'll go up here and check out our attack victory. I really do love to take advantage of those players that do not set dragons or gods in their arena battles, and you can see this would have been just about a fair attack against each other. We're pretty close in some areas of the research. His casters are actually looking pretty bad. Dragon's looking bad. But there are some areas that we almost matched together, and his infantry science is looking good. So that was a very easy victory. I like to take those anytime I can get them. And then, alright, Anastasia. She's actually in my alliance, and I know she'll be a tough one to beat. She's got level 9 troops and very excellent research. If you guys have been playing in the kingdom for a while, I've been playing in this kingdom for just about almost a year now. So I pretty much know everybody around here. You know how these people are upgrading. You know what they're doing with their castles. So it's easy to tell who you should be attacking inside the arena. This guy right here. Let's see. This is not a bad march setup. Still may be a little tough to beat him. I'm going to go ahead and attack him and see what we can do. I went ahead and took the victory on that one. So as you can see, even with somebody around the same amount, same around march size, same level troops and stuff, there is a huge difference when it comes to knowing how to set your march, and that 20k power in between the losses that we both had is going to be a deciding factor. You can see he's got uh, he's got better infantry attack. Um, his cavalry attack's a little bit better than mine. Their defense is better than mine. So it's not like this wasn't an uneven battle and I totally outdid him, but it is the way you set your marches, and I like to preach about that. So this is a very excellent example of this. All pretty much had the same level troops, all level 8s. He's using some level 7 shieldmen, but both using good sized dragons and good um, gods, level 2 Skylands and stuff. So that's very excellent. I'm just gonna go through and finish up my arena attacks right now. Let's see. That one would be real tough to beat. Even though he's got level 2s, I don't have a bunch of those, so that'd be a little tough to beat there. Childeric, I know he's got excellent research. He's in my alliance, level 9 troops, very good player. So, go ahead and try this one. Took a loss on that one. Let's see. I don't know if I'll be able to advance any further in the arena here. A lot of looks like I took that one too. Excellent. Let's see. This is a level 30 from my alliance. She's a very excellent player. Very very tough to beat. Usually one of the top players in the arena. She's got big goals ahead of her. I really enjoy playing with her. This guy is a real good friend of mine, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can just take him out real quick. It'd be funny. No, lost the battle on that one. It's all good. Finished out the arena. I'm gonna go ahead. You can see I came in 16th place, not bad. Get a decent amount of rewards from that. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys promotion tournament. It's gonna be a lot like the arena, but in promotion tournament, it's a little bit more risky. You wanna be able to beat out your players that got higher power than you. I'll show you how I set my march. It's pretty much the same as I use as arena. 30% of the noble guards. I'm using 5k of all my Skylands except the Archmages, only for defense. It's pretty much the same exact march I use for arena. 10k Archers, 10k Knights, 35k of the Sorcerers, and then it switches up. I use the same gods. Same hero for attack and defense. Same thing, 30%. 10k of the dragon, hunting archmages. This one I did not use any more of my Skylands for the defense. I wanted to test something out and use a little bit more of the halberd warriors instead. So far it's been pretty successful. Waiting, get attacked a little bit more and see how that goes. So those are my marches, and I'll show you how they go in arena. I'm 604k power for attack, and this guy right here, he is 759. So I'm gonna go ahead and just check out his troops a little bit. He's got level 9s. He's got a good level 21 SS Elsa hero. Don't think his god's gonna be too good against my level 31, but his dragon does look alright if he's got good research for it. We're gonna go ahead and attack him on this one, see how it goes. See if we can take the win. Attack failure. We're gonna go ahead and check out that battle report. All right, so this wasn't a bad battle. I think we're gonna check out the battle details and see what troops I lost, because he only got about 20k more of my troops than I did of his. He zeroed my dragon. That's gonna be a big hit. It's gonna be about 100k power, almost there. See, it's tough to determine people's research unless you really know them. You know what level of equipment they're wearing. You know what they're. He's got 121. Let's see here. Hero skill bonus. He's using the Andrew. That's going to give the infantry health points. Apparently, it's up 30% for that. He's got 28% on the equipment bonus, and his large scale's up 25%, but so is mine. So it's pretty close to each other. But he's gonna take me on that. As you can see, everything's kind of pretty close to each other. It's not bad. He had a good march set up for that. It was a real close battle, and I like doing that. I like playing players that are real close. Let's check out the troops here. 12k for my dragons. You can see I took 27k dead from my infantry. That's what they're there for. Supposed to take the hit for you. His dragon only got 19k, which isn't bad. You can see his troops took the hit for him. See, he's using the 30% for his stuff, but he's up here with level 9 troops, which are really good for defense. Alright. So if you're playing against a player and he's got like about 150k more power than you in defense, and you want to check out their march, because if they don't know how to set their march, then you're gonna whoop them. We're gonna go ahead and just take out these little players underneath me, close in power but no cigar. I already know who they are, and I'm gonna take them out. I took one of them out in the arena. Jump me up to Platinum League. I have yet to get into the Kings League. I'm hoping sometime soon, maybe when I get a little bit more level 2 Skylanders. I've been researching like crazy lately, wasting all my resources on research. So, gonna go ahead, take out these guys. Now this guy, he's got a little bit more power than me, but I know he doesn't know how to set up his marches. I can't show you his troops now, but he's got about 40k more power than me in his defense than I do attack, so not a bad battle, I bet. I want to get through this, and Harlex, it's a farm castle of a level 30 that we have. I wouldn't really say a farm, because it's a level 24 castle. It's a nice, decent sized castle with some good troops in it, so tough opponent to beat sometimes, especially if she's using her buffs. I'm going to go ahead and use my Encourage for the 100 gold, and I'm going to go back and try to beat this guy right here who's got 159k more power than me. Close battle last time, so let's see what we get with this. Attack failure. Let's see. I want to go back and read that battle report and see if that did anything else. Okay, see, I killed about 18k more troops than him. But still, his dragon's hitting my dragon hard. I'm losing about double what he is on the dragon, so that's going to be a big hit. That's still about 50k power there, and that was almost the difference between us. The difference between us is about 80k power. So it is tough to get in there sometimes. You can see, even with a little boost of 20%, research is up there nice, but sometimes you just can't take the win. I'm gonna go ahead and refresh and just head on. This is why it's nice to use the little attack and defense buff while before you enter into the promotion in the arena. Let's see, 606k. We can go ahead and hit this guy, take him out for a second. It's important to get your points inside of the promotion tournament, because you want to get the big rewards for your gods, and if you can get your gods up higher, of course they're going to be better for you in your castle, regardless if they're garrisoned or you're sending them out to attack. There's 4 gods so far, that each one of them produces stats for each troop, so it's very nice to have them. Go ahead and take this guy out. This might be a tough battle. I don't know if I'll beat this one. Okay, I got that one. And here's Akram. This is my buddy that I attacked early in the arena. Those level 2 dragon hunting sorcerers, They are very intense troop types. You can get them early on, and they have a very high attack, and they're excellent troops. Um, this one's going to be a little tough to beat. He's using level 9 troops. I'm going to go ahead and use my encourage again, and I'm going to hit him. This is my last attack. Attack failure. So that really wasn't a bad battle. Sure ain't gonna make it into the the Kings League, but you can see here this very close battle. He's using a troop level higher than mine, and he's got the level 2 mages. So it was a very close battle. Like I told you before, I could take out more troops than the enemy and still lose the battle. I'm telling you, it's about power lost. He zeroed my dragon. That's a good 50k right there. Um, very close in the gods area. Divinity's real close with the attributes. His research just a tiny bit better than mine. But in all actuality, this is a very close battle. And it shows you right here, when you're facing bigger castles and you're facing bigger people, there's a small difference between setting your marches. Well, that's just about it for promotion and arena. Pretty much out of attacks right now for both. So I'm just going to show you right here the way I set my formation for attacking castles, and it's a lot more different than what I use for the arena. As you can see in the arena, I use just about 30k of my level 2 noble guards, the level 2 Skyland noble guards. Here I only use about 10k because I don't want to take heavy losses. In the arena, you can take those heavy losses because you're not losing that power, you're not losing those troops. I still use about 5k for each of these, except for the archmages. The archmages are defense. People don't understand that. But it's good to understand the archmages, defense, sorcerers are for attack. And go down here, use about 15k of my knights and my archers instead of the 10k. Also, I use about 5k of my halberd warriors. They're really nice on attacking castles, and I use a very heavy amount of sorcerers. I use 40k. So you can see that the marches are a lot different, and there's a big difference between making a formation to go attack a castle and a formation to go into the arena with. You need high survivability in the arena and a lot of good troops that have a nice amount of health points. Gods, I'll show you the gods real quick. The gods are really excellent. The gods you want to use for the arena and the promotion tournament. We have the Sword Angel right here, and reduce enemy archer attack, reduce enemy archers critical hit, and also reduce the enemy archer's defense. This last one I don't have the last one I don't have unlocked yet, but it reduces the archer health points. Like I told you before, archers get the attack bonus. So if you turn this skill up high, you can you can damn near cancel out the attack bonus that the archers get. Then we have Law. He's one of my favorites. A lot of people like to use cavalry. Cavalry have very good health points, and they have the evade skill, which allows them to run away from hits. But in here, you can reduce their attack. You can reduce their chance to dodge. Also, you can reduce their defense and their health points. So he's very effective against them. This guy right here, I just got him, so he's still a little bit of a low level. I don't have any experience put on him. I'll probably go buy some. He's very excellent when it comes to casters, and I have this skill up very high because I know casters are very good at attack. I'd like to. It's only level 5, and it can bring it down by 11%, which is pretty significant. I can imagine getting up higher, but it brings down their damage when they siege. It brings down their defense, and also bring down their health points. You can see where it says full level, it's at 15%, 50%, sorry. Everything you can get it all up to 50% at a full level, and that is a very excellent. I've seen castles hit with 350 to 400% on a caster attack, caster defense, infantry health, stuff like that. And they're using big equipment, they're using really high level troops and stuff, and it's nice to be able to reduce their research that they've been doing. Oh, my apologies. There's one more god left. I don't have it unlocked yet. I will probably upgrade later and unlock it, but here you can reduce the enemy infantry attack, reduce the archer's critical hit, and reduce the infantry's defense. This is really excellent. You want to be able to, when you're hitting a castle, you want to reduce the enemy infantry defense so that they're taking more and more of a hit. Also reduce their health points so they're not staying alive longer. This god is an excellent god to use in the arena. I can't wait to unlock him and give him a tryout. Well, that's pretty much it for me today. I'll probably go ahead and do a couple more videos. Want to go over just about every aspect of the game, all the features, all the buildings, stuff like that. There's a lot of things that people want notice of, and how to do certain things, how to optimize their features, and I'd like to share some of my knowledge on that. This Guardian Yoda. I hope y'all enjoyed. You can leave some comments in the bottom of the video, whatever you want to call it. You can find me on the game. I'm in Kingdom 101, Guardian Yoda, spelled the way it sounds, and you can message me there. Send me some suggestions of what you guys want to see in the future. Hopefully, I can share some knowledge with you on that and shed some light into the battlefield. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, drink me a beer, and attack some castles. See you guys.